Man, it's really cool. You turned the negative into positive because you did the reps. You're able to heal yourself, like you said, a miracle.
Yeah.
And now you're able to help others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, countless people over the years. Like, it's unbelievable, some of the stories that. So I mean, through my experience and then helping others, like, I'm constantly amazed at what this system can do. So
yeah.
I mean, I never get bored with it because of that. You know, every person that I help, you know, inspires me, you know, lights a new fire underneath me to continue, you know. And that's why I feel like I'm doing it more than, you know, it's not really about me, you know, it's, you know, I understand this stuff in a way where I feel obligated to share it with others and, you know, help them heal from it. And on top of that, you know, support, you know, the founder of the system too. You know, I definitely believe in that, and, you know, making sure that, you know, you guys get everything you need to, you know, help the system grow and be what it should be to this day, you know, because, you know, like we talked about, everyone else has used it and named it different things.
Right.
And used it for their own benefit, but I've never heard any credit go back to the man, Scott Sonnen. So, you know, that's, you know,
and that
definitely grateful to him.
That kind of irks me, you know, just because, you know, us, like you said, putting in the reps, and then to see what's become of with your master coach's creation, has where it went, and it looked like everybody wanted to have a quick come up, quick sell, a quick fame. And they didn't want to put in reps. At the same time, now everybody's lost with the theory, the concept of TACFit. So that people have to redig. People have to come into it with the right mindset. Otherwise, this stuff is just clearly not for people if they're just that kind of mindset where they don't want to go deep because they're scared of it, right? They just want to know the cool stuff. You can do cool stuff all day until you get an injury somewhere. You know, that's it's going to happen. But if you stay consistent, and I was talking about this last time, and you know, Aaron would support me on this, that Scott Sonnen, the number one thing that stuck in my mind with him was, and Aaron too, was to build a perfect body by being patient every day. Be
That's
patient, sculpt yourself. And so
learn every component, every piece of the puzzle.
Right. And if it takes static,
enjoy the process.
Absolutely.
Not trying to rush it. Like, I want to do it now. No. Like, enjoy the process.
And understanding it is part of enjoying it too. Cause like you said, it is a complete system. You know, I hear people talk about mobility all the time and their understanding of it. You know, of course, everyone perceives things, understands things differently. But I've heard people be like, you know, I program, you know, my strength, 1 month, and then I program my mobility the next month, and I'm like,
I don't get that.
Even when it all works together.
The mobility is part of the workout. You know, is the workout, is the warm up, is the cool down.
Right. I can't get here's my steel club mobility. I'm like, I mean, people just don't know what they're saying, how, you know, the right way, right? So when you have someone take clubs and say, oh, this is just good for shoulders, that's such a dumbed down thing to say. Of course this is good for my shoulders. I mean, that's what I'm working on. But what can you tell me science-wise what it's going to do for me if I put reps in 3 months later? You tell me what's going to happen to each muscle group, or tell me what's going to happen
globally, right? The whole system.
Yeah, my nervous system, my lymphatic system. How well are you going to show? How well are you going to see that I'm going to fatigue and get this inflammation? You know, like, or are you this coach that just says go, right? So that's what people forget, that TACFit is a volume setter.
I think
frequency.
I think another way to think about it too is like, if you have a piano in front of you, and a lot of people do mobility. They just like, ping, I'm going to do this mobility drill, ping, ping, ping.
Just random.
Ping, and then into flow is kind of like a melody. It's like just flows like, and it just works down your whole body, you know, from head to toe. And then you're ready to go. You don't leave any stone unflipped, any corner unchecked. And so
pretty much,
you're prepared and ready for whatever comes your way. And like, what's better than that? It only takes, I mean, you could do it as quick as 5 minutes. You know, you could do it 5 minutes. You could do it more thoroughly, 30 minutes. You know, I teach it as a warm up, 5 to 10 minutes,
depending on who your demographic is, right?
Yeah, and I've taught a whole class of it, 45 minutes of it, which, you know, is great. And it was very much a physical therapy class. I would have people in there that, you know, recovering from injuries, or, you know, the, you know, older baby boomers, you know, coming in, and they loved the class, you know. And I've had, or it'd be for people that were super sore after a workout, they'd come in, you know, same way. If you're sore, you know, you want to loosen up and feel better and move better. And so it works great for soreness, for warming up, for rehab. I mean, you know, I'm trying to figure out how come physical therapists don't use this stuff, you know.
Right, and that's what I want to know. Like, what do you guys think the right mindset of getting into TAC-Fit? You know what I mean? So that way people can have that mindset.
I mean, I think for a lot of people, they think it's like only for elite, you know, people, or I don't know, they don't understand it, but it's for everybody, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's for, you know, people that are older population, for kids. I mean, it's just all the right stuff for you to be your best, right? To live your best life.
And you'd agree that it's a good way to condition your mind to take away those things, those limiting things like fear, panic, and all that stuff, right? It's a good way to destroy it.
Changes you, changes your mindset, because for you to have the right breath with the movement and the structure, I mean, it sounds so simple, right? But it's changing everything in your mind. Like,
correct.
Instead of saying I can't, like you're saying, well, by you doing it, you're like, if you're doing the class, you're training under somebody, you can. And every time you do it, you're saying you can. And little by little, everything starts to change.
That's right.